Welcome, my friends, and welcome to a new video to Gaming Fin. Yeah, guys, update on my gaming industry stock portfolio. So here we have it. So this is this is from today, but the Nasdaq, well, better said, the US is not trading today, and also Poland is not trading today. So I guess still here on Monday, I can give you a little update. All right, guys. So let's jump directly in the weekly, because I think the weekly is maybe the most interesting one. Weekly, this is from Friday, so you can see some of the stocks were actually having a nice run up last week. So 11-bit came back 6.88% last week. Ubisoft more or less stable. CI Games, and I'm going to talk about this a bit more. Also, I'm going to talk a bit more about Ubisoft. CI Games 12%, Nexon 1%, Remedy 3% on the week. This is on the last week on the week. So backwards looking, of course. Then Playtika also stabilizing. Digital Pros almost 10%. Also going to talk about this a little bit more in this video. And then Nacon 18%. Yeah, well, let's see in which direction this goes. So I would say hold your horses on Nacon. Paradox 4%, Square Enix a bit down. Bigben, Nacon, Bigben, also Bigben almost 15%. Good to see. They are going in lockstep. Nintendo 2.7%, Capcom 0.5%, CD Projekt almost 3%, Pull-Up over 11% up. Wow. Embracer almost 5%, Thunderful Group almost 16%. Well, we have to see where this goes with Thunderful. So I'm not so optimistic overall for this company. DontNod 6%, also DontNod here, hold your horses there. Team 17, almost 11% back. Starbreeze, so still alive, almost, let's say 10.4%. Microsoft down on the week. Corsair, Unity up a little bit on the week. That's good to see, because this has an impact on my gaming portfolio, since they are actually pretty much down in my gaming portfolio. And Take-Two also up on the week. So this is how my portfolio looks at the moment. So overall, I'm nicely up with the portfolio, but of course, missed opportunities. I should have just all invested into one of those high-flying Max 7 stocks on the American markets. But I decided to have this gaming industry portfolio, since I like games, since I like investing and I like playing video games. So why not just merging it and see if this knowledge I can do, I can actually follow a certain strategy, and it helps me also to improve myself, to learn to better invest. So this video is only for entertainment and information purposes only, guys. Don't buy anything I'm talking here. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional. I'm just a retail investor like you. I don't know a lot, and I'm not assuming that you don't know a lot, but overall we don't have so much information. So we're just observing the market, and from time to time we buy some stocks. But as you can see, my friends, so I'm with my CD Projekt position. I'm now almost 15% up. I like to see this. Ubisoft going there in the direction of the 12 years again. We're checking the charts later, going a bit more in detail there. Here, Take-Two, I'm also nicely up now. CI Games, I'm still down, but I like the direction of CI Games. I have now 12,000 shares of CI Games. Good to see, guys. Pull-Up, so yeah, they're more around those 24 euros, so accelerating there. So I'm almost in the positive. So this is a stock I should have just bought more when it was so down, when it was like 8-9 euros. But hey, of course, sometimes you have a conviction and then you buy, and then at one point you say, is it really working out? Okay, now I stop buying. So that's a problem. That's a problem. Then you say, stick to your strategy, stick to your plan, mister. And so, yeah. Okay, you have a strategy, but then what do you do if the strategy is not working out in the short term? And you say, my strategy is for the midterm. Okay, then it's not working out for the midterm. I mean, like look at the Corsair in Unity. It's not working out for the midterm. I'm for the long term. So therefore, it's always easy to say buy good stocks. Financial advisors tell you always buy good stocks, have a strategy, and you say, okay, Okay, yeah, buy good stock. Which good stocks? Buy high quality stocks. Buy high value. Buy stocks that are undervalued. So you're like, okay, where do I find those undervalued stocks? Yeah, buy this course, buy this service, purchase this service, etc. Make a subscription, etc. And then, if you make the subscription to this and that service, then you're going to find the best value stocks, guys. It's not simple as this. Investing is so incredible difficult. It's a lot with luck. It has a lot to do with luck. You know those tweets, those posts where people say, the S&P 500 is going down in the next 12 months. So, and then the S&P 500 goes up and 30% or whatever. I'm just now taking some numbers there, and then everyone like, oh, we didn't expect this. Guys, honestly, and I'm investing almost 10 years, and I have to say a lot of people just simply, even if they're professionals, they have no clue what's going on. So macroeconomics also have a huge impact. Now, for example, today, guys, so now European stocks in general, like LVMH, so the big European stock, the discretionary stock, the leisure product stock, so except now the gaming stocks, software stocks are up today, for example, in France and Germany, or automobiles are up today in Germany. Why? Because there was this news coming out that it's only for strategic tariffs. The new Trump administration will only impose tariffs on strategic goods or products to the US. So, okay, what is strategic? Cars strategic, a Louis Vuitton bag strategic, all of this, guys. So, all right. So, I just like also to talk a bit about in general about the stock market. I think this helps you to understand where I'm coming from. So, therefore, my goal is to always buy some shares I like of companies when they go down, I buy them, and then I'm happy when they go up. And of course, I cannot always be right. So, like Embracer Group, for example, today again 5% down, and I'm still 35% more or less down. So, yeah, I liked the last earnings call. I wanted actually to make a video about Embracer Group. Write it down below in the commentary section if you want me to write to make a video about the last earnings call by Embracer Group. It goes in the right direction. Urs Langenwingen forscht. He said some good stuff. He's growing on me, actually. I start liking this guy again. So, but still, be cautious with his company. I mean, it's still a company that is going full into financial engineering, financial optimization, and with the plan to do good to the shareholders. But in the end, are they really doing good to the shareholders? We will see. So Square Enix up to date. Digital Bros, also going to talk about the chart quickly, nicely. Yeah, first time actually. Now here, Digital Bros, good example. First time since I bought this stock like 1-2 years ago, started buying it. I'm now in the positive. So let's see if I like with Pull Up Entertainment, if I'm pulling down again or can hold it up. So Frontier, yeah. Team 17, 6% today. That's nice to see. Unity, Corsair, yeah. I don't know if I guess Unity, Corsair at the moment, if I really want to get in the positive here again, I have to average down. But I don't see them as an interesting investment right now. So there's also this investment rule that says here, don't just average down a stock, just buy a stock, average down if you think you would buy this stock now in case you even would have this stock. So because you have to always look at your overall portfolio. So you cannot just look at then the position when now, for example, you have a position that is minus 10%, then you average down. Now you have to take all the shares you have, put them in one big basket, and then you look at them and say, okay, all the shares, everything together, big mix, big soup, then I'm up this and that. So because you can sell shares any moment. So why do I buy so many shares? That's a part of my strategy, because I don't know which shares are going to do well. I don't know, so I need to diversify. And my idea is to buy always in the weakness. So therefore, I'm buying tranches. I'm buying when they fall. So I'm cost averaging down, and then yeah, now you could buy. And then I also want to have some dividends, but in my country, dividends are only half taxed. But if I would buy, for example, an ETF, an exchange traded fund, and I get their coupons or dividends, they're fully taxed, 100% taxed. But stock dividends are only 50% taxed. And then in my country, there's the rule that after 6 months, I can sell stocks tax-free. So the gains are tax-free. Before 6 months, they are not tax-free. Therefore, I have an interest to have a lot of different positions. Because sometimes if a position was running very well, then I would would sell it and take the money, and then it's tax-free. So that's just how it applies in my country. So maybe in your country you don't pay taxes at all. Maybe you pay a lot of taxes, like in Germany, for example. And this is simply how it goes. So therefore my portfolio looks like this. So 11-bit, a bit down today. So, but let's see if they can find some bottom here or some resistance line. And then, as I said, Bigben is down again today. Remedy a little bit down. Nintendo almost 30% down. There are rumors about a new Switch console. I don't think this new Switch console looks incredible. I don't think it looks interesting. It looks basically like a Switch console with some minor improvements. There was a funny fake post that you can actually smell now. So it would have a smell device included in it, and DontNod a little bit up. So all right, guys. So you see the numbers, nothing specific here. So, but I like the direction. And I'm going to celebrate big. I'm going to make a live stream, I guess, the moment that this portfolio will be for the first time in the positive. So that's going to be awesome. And then, I totally forgot. I sold my Starward industry position and I made a loss of $610. So why did I do it? It was like, I was getting a bit upset by the shares, so I'm getting emotional. The worst advisor is emotions in the stock market. But to be honest, it's still expensive. This company is still expensive. So, and I thought, like, I don't really like their new game. So that's Dante's Ring. That's the new game they announced. 783 followers. So no one this game had like zero traction in the community. And the game itself is for me not interesting. So the Invincible, I like this game. I have it now too. I will play it soon. I will finish it. So I think it's a it's a very interesting, good looking game. So therefore I was a big fan of Starward Industries. But then I was looking forward to the next game, and I thought, like, so, okay, if the next game is going to be like the Invincible, just a bit better, maybe a bit more intriguing for other players, then I would happily to buy some more shares, because it was ultra high risk. I mean, in the end, I lost $600 on this on this trade, and but now with Dante's Ring, I mean, Starward Industry can go up when the overall Warsaw Stock Exchange index goes up. The overall Polish gaming company is going up. Then Starward Industry also obviously has a chance, an opportunity to rise again. But with this game, I'm not so convinced. So, and therefore, I sold. So if you're still holding, hey, this is no financial advice. You make your own mistakes, you make your own research, and you do what you consider best. So there's going to be some firefighting game. So let's go to some chart. So here's the Embracer chart. So the Embracer chart is we are over the Fibonacci retracement. So if you draw the Fibonacci retracement like I did, so obviously Fibonacci is something is missing here actually. Something is missing. 2017. I think there was something more. Otherwise, the Fibonacci retracement would be looking a little bit weird right now. Yeah, but more or less, that's here you see the resistance to the upside. So we have to close for longer times or more regularly over those 30 Swedish krona. So that's very important. And then you might even in the short term have a opportunity or possibility where we're hypothetically spoken here to up to the 50 Swedish krona. But I think we're going to see, what was it now, the first semester, probably the first semester now this year, we're going to see the split into 3 companies, and then all of this doesn't matter anyways. And then it gets very complicated also from a tax point of view. You have to calculate everything into one. All the 3 companies, the 3 different market stocks, you have to take them together and to see if it compares to the Embracer stock that you once bought. So for me, this is not a real problem, because after 6-month holding period, I don't pay taxes. But if you, for example, have to pay taxes each time you would sell your Embracer stock, and now they're going to split in 3 new companies, new entities, then you're going to have I'm also not a tax advisor, by the way. Then you're going to have it. Then you would have an issue, guys. So therefore, I understand that retail investors actually not so big fan about splitting into 3 new companies. That is much more interesting again for big institutional investors. I don't know what they can write in their books. Then I'm starting to learn a bit more international financial accounting, etc. But then probably for institutional investors could be more interesting. Therefore, otherwise they wouldn't do it. So Ubisoft. Guys, the negativity is incredible. Everyone on X is hating on this company. So, and that's good. That's good. We need. It's good. Why I'm saying it's good? It's good because it lowers the expectations. The expectations are so incredibly low for Ubisoft right now. So we can also here. This is at Assassin's Creed Shadow. So this is a make or break, life or death. So at the moment, we do not even have 10,000 followers. You have to imagine this for this massive title. So this game will come out on different platforms. This game comes out in Ubisoft, a subscription model, I guess, too. So on the 14th of December. So in 5 weeks. So, but my friends, this game is so incredible important. So, and Jason, who was blocking me once on X and never really unblocked me, so therefore I'm still angry with him. But yeah, he writes for Bloomberg, so he writes also some good stuff sometimes. So he says he writes the obvious, so Captain Obvious. He writes that if this game flops, then the privatization of Ubisoft could go very far. So Captain Obvious. If this game flops, if it not flops, then maybe the company can stay in the structure it is right now. But if it flops, privatized, buyouts by other big companies, who is interested in buying out? The Saudi Arabia company, Tencent, but maybe also American companies, gaming companies. I mean, Ubisoft is a big company. So right now, if you use different system models to evaluate the fair value or the value for Ubisoft, it's like zero. It's like zero. So I tried different systems, different methods, and always zero. So of course, now you're saying, Mr. Orange, but you have almost 10,000 euros in Ubisoft. So are you not afraid that you lose it all? I don't, and that's not financial advice, guys, of course. But I can't imagine that I would now lose everything. So even if this game flops, probably a buyout price would be higher, than what we have at the moment. If this game flops, of course, in the short term, it can go down even under the 10 years. Hey, why not? And then a buyout price would come. Otherwise, the company would go bankrupt. But is there an interest to let a company like Ubisoft go bankrupt? There's so much money in the market. They're all waiting to take over new companies. There's so many funds and so many other big companies that make a lot of money. They're interested to buy a company like Ubisoft. So therefore, it depends a little bit on Guillemot, on the CEO. Market capitalization 1.65 billion euros. Depends a lot on the CEO. If he wants to let Ubisoft go bankrupt, I mean, he can do it. But would he do it? Would he be that crazy that he would let it go bankrupt? Nah. He would take it private probably, but then he has to buy out shareholders like me. And I'm not selling my shares for like 13 euros, so I want at least a value that's like a 20 euros or something like this. So, well, just throwing a number in here. So, therefore, my friends, I would say, at the moment for me personally, it's a risky bet, but it's a bet I can stomach. So I sleep well. But this is just me. So, and I'm not saying you should buy anything here. So definitely, I'm never saying anything like this, not financial advisor. But in my personal opinion, and for my money management myself, I like this bet here, and I'm doing this bet. And I know I can lose my 9,000 euros if Ubisoft goes bankrupt. It's ultra high risk. At the moment, there is no value in the company except for the IP brands and for a great back catalog. But everything can go bust very quickly. So, but therefore, I don't understand if institutional investors see something that I don't see. Because institutional investors do nothing right now. So are they really just waiting for this big news? Because then it's then it's going to be too late when they just wait for this big news. So if the big news comes, if the game flops, going down. But then a big news comes. Or is it really? Are we really going to 3 euros? Hey, nothing is excluded. I mean, but this would be that would be sad then. But then for 3 years, probably I would buy more. No financial advice, guys. Don't buy anything. Don't buy anything. You see, it's extra, ultra high risk and you lose a lot of money. So, my friends, another little conviction trade for myself right now. And if I look here at the Fibonacci retracement, so yeah, I think I have to go back a little bit more in time for the Fibonacci retracement, but that's more or less also in accordance with the chart. Yeah, CI Games, I like what's going on here. I like we had this little squeeze. So after they bought United Label completely, we are back into a positive territory. So I'm now have an average price here at 159, 12,000 shares. Do we go directly back to those extremely high valuations like 250, over 250? I don't see it like this, but I think we will stay in this yellow part for some while. And I hope we can continuously close over, let's say, 140. And then it's going to be very interesting here to build a bit momentum here. And you've seen my video. I uploaded it 2 weeks ago. Also have it pinned post on my X account. So therefore, I'm quite satisfied with my CI Games position right now. Stay with CI Games, like the company, and really like the earnings call was well done. Then we have Digital Pros coming back. A lot of people now starting to talk about Digital Pros again. So 180 million. So again, tiny companies, guys, are high risk. All those companies are high risk. Ubisoft is high risk. CI Games is high risk. Digital Pros is high risk. So only invest money you're willing to, you can afford to lose. You're willing to lose. But who is Digital Pros? What's going on with those guys? Well, that's Digital Pros, more or less 505 games. Crybos was a flop. But they have, for example, here a new title called Wucha. Already 86,000 followers. So I guess this title definitely plays a role in why the stock goes up. So this is the kind of games that people want to have now. Non-woke games. This is the future. Those games that you see 86,000 followers already. My God, that's what people want to have. So 86,000 followers. It's incredible. So yeah, this is Digital Bros. Therefore, the stock probably, or in my opinion, that's the reason the stock is then up. Up. Then, Ghost Runner, IU then Chronicles, and Assetto is coming in. Yeah, Assetto, Corsair, Evo, and new Assetto is coming. Then Among the Trolls, yeah, that's not so popular, but the new Assetto, if we look here, only 42,000 followers. So it's not the new Assetto that's pushing the expectation. It's this title here, Wushang Fault and Feathers. That's the title that pushes the expectations. It's not the new Assetto, but I'm sure the new Assetto is also going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to buy it for myself. So coming in 10 days, finally a good simulation that's going to be fun to play with my steering wheel. So, all right, guys. Where's the chart? Here's the chart. So, but the question is, what can we see? So, I mean, we are now already a bit over what I would expect is a good consolidation. So at this point, we can see a little breakout, because this Wushang game has a lot of expectation. But we're not going to see. I don't think if we go into this hype momentum again, or this bubble territory, I don't think we see this so quickly. So expect actually the stock to be a bit between 12, 13, 14 and 5, 6, or let's say, yeah, hopefully not going under €9 again. So that's probably a good range where this company could stay at, especially if this Wushang game is becoming very successful. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So today I'm going to continue to make my market updates, and I'm trying to also get a bit deeper in some of those companies, but I talked already a lot about a lot of those individual companies. Therefore, I think we have to broaden a bit our perspectives. And if you're interested also in some more classical investment or investing principles, in terms of more education, etc., then please write it down in the commentary section. Also, if you're interested in some specific companies where you want me to take a look into and use some parameters to make the evaluations, also write in the commentary sections. All of this helps me enormously to understand what is actually interesting for my viewer base. So, but with that, I'm leaving it here, and I think 2025 is going to be good again for the gaming industry. I think this is the moment the gaming industry might achieve this turnaround. So it looks for mid or a beginning of January, it looks good already, and let's hope that we then 2025 we are closing our gaming industry portfolio in the plus then for the first time, even with Corsair and Unity in my case still being massively down. But overall, there are a lot of chances in the gaming industry. Gaming is here to stay. Gaming is not going anywhere. Games get more expensive, sure, but I like the shift of the gaming industry actually to more quality. Still, we have of course quantity in terms of indie games, but the big publishers, they go to more quality. And I think we are done with the Vogue games. The Vogue games are going nowhere. They're flopping one after another, and I understand that that the developers got the message. Ubisoft got the message. Yes, they have Shadows, Assassin's Creed Shadows. They made this game now as it is. They cannot change it anymore. It would be so much more expensive to change it because the creative decisions that they took, they are stuck now with this game. So they made this game and started the idea of this game when on the heights of the woke movement. But as we all know, this is the agenda, the ideology behind it. It's simply not. It's not breaking through into the mainstream. People don't like it, and therefore, like 505 Games already goes into another direction. A lot of other companies, CI Games. And I think also CD Projekt, they a bit, it's not really clear at the moment, but I hope they also got the message for the next Witcher game. So all of this very important, but most companies got the message, got the memo. So stop with this, go back to good single player games with no political agenda, because people don't want to have a political agenda when it comes to gaming. So that's how it is, my friends. So all right, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.